Hi, it's Bronwyn from Rap, and today I'm going to go through creating a basic trap beat with you using the Sonics Empire Trap Flavor Sample Pack available at rloops.com. I'm working in Logic Pro X, and the first thing that we need to do is create a new software instrument track, and I'm going to use the Ultra Beat drum machine to make this trap beat. Right, from the Ultra Beat menu, the drum kits menu over here, you want to choose drag and drop samples, because we want to drag and drop some of the samples that are included in the Sonics Empire kit into this Ultra Beat sample as we create a really cool trap beat. So there are 4 specific elements of a trap beat: the kick, the snare, the hats, and then of course the spot percussion. So navigate to the folder where you've got all of those elements. In the Sonics Empire folder, there's samples, and I'm using Cab Rage 142 BPM pack. And in there's some one-shots, and I've got the kick, the snare, percussion, and then, of course, the hats. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose where I want to place the sample. And I'm going to start with the kick over here. I'm just going to rename it kick. And I'm going to grab the kick and put it right over there. Then the next key is going to be for snare, and I'm just going to rename it. And again, I'm going to grab that snare, drag and drop it. Yep, that's good. The next thing I want is this hi-hat. Yep, I'm good with that. I like to use the F-sharp key over here for my hats, so I'm just going to rename that quickly to hats, and then I'm going to drag and drop my hat onto that. Yep, we're good. And then, of course, the percussion. So I'm going to use this B-flat key over here, and I'm just going to call it perk for now. And then I'm going to grab the percussion and drag and drop there. Right, so we're all set up in our Ultra Beat. Fantastic. Now, in trap, when you create the beat, we're going to do this in the drum sequencer of the Ultra Beat. I like to start with the snare or the clap sound. It's such a good place to start because it really stabilizes the pattern by being consistent, and it actually becomes the point of expectation. It's the anchor of the beat. So a really nice pattern to start with is to place the snare on beat 9 and then again on beat 25. Let's just have a quick listen. All right, fantastic. Next, I'm going to place the hi-hats. Let's go to our hats over here. And I'm just going to click, and I'm going to say place on every downbeat, and then I'm going to say place on every upbeat. And it's just going to give us that nice consistency that we're looking for. Right, so we're definitely going to be spicing up that hi-hat pattern, and I'll show you how to do that a little bit later because it's one of the fundamental elements of a trap style beat. But let's move on to our kick drum, and we want to place the kick drum pretty much onto any odd number. And for now, I'm going to place it onto 1 and onto 3, and then again onto 21 and 27. You know, when you experiment with your kick drum placement and your groove placement, you just make sure that you're using odd numbers, and you'll definitely feel and you'll hear where the groove is going to work for you. One of the big secrets is to leave a lot of room for your artist to be able to put their performance over your beat. So you don't want it too busy. Let's listen to this groove. All right, we're getting there. Now to add a little bit more flavor, we're going to place that percussion on, let's place it on 15. So we're going to just click it over here and have a quick listen. All right, nice. So you have a really, really basic trap beat. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab and I'm going to drag and drop this part onto my track. And you can see it's just a little 2-bar loop. I'm just going to close this for a moment. And let me repeat this or duplicate this across. And I'm actually going to glue all of that together so that we have a nice consistent region. Open it up and we can see our pattern. Now, as I mentioned earlier, one of the really cool things about trap is the interesting hi-hat patterns. And something that I love about these kits is that Sonics Empire has in this construction kit actually included some MIDI parts for hats. So you would just drag and drop the pattern. So I've gone ahead and I've done that already. I've added in a nice hi-hat pattern that Sonic's Empire's done. So let's have a listen to the beat that we created with that hat pattern. So here's the Sonic's hats pattern. You can hear those really cool rolls. And then combined with what we've done. And there you have it, the easy way to create a basic trap beat that you can use as a foundation in your track, and then of course add the variety and changes as you work. So experiment, go crazy, let your imagination go wild, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you again in the next video.